Welcome children in bio class. Children, today I am going to teach you DNA replication. Children, you know replication of genetic material is essential features of the cell division. During replication, each DNA molecules gives rise to two DNA molecule and both DNA molecules are identical to each other and they are identical to the parents molecule. So there are three hypotheses for DNA replication. First hypothesis is conservative replication, second is dispersive replication, and third is semi-conservative replication. So among these three methods of replication of DNA, this last method, that is semi-conservative method of DNA replication, has been accepted. So you have to study now replication of DNA molecule according to semi-conservative method of replication of DNA. This method of replication of DNA was proposed by Watson and Crick. So children, the process of formation of two identical copies from one DNA molecule is called DNA replication. So you have to know what is the DNA replication. DNA replication is the process of formation of two identical copies from one DNA molecule is called DNA replication. So you see there is formation of two copies. So this is the one molecule of parents. This is the parent DNA molecule. This is the parent DNA molecule. And from this parent DNA molecule, now two copies of DNA are going to form new copy. So these two new copy of the DNA molecules which is going to form, they are this one. These two are the two new molecule, and these two new molecules which are formed, they are identical to each other and they are identical to their parents also. DNA replication occurs during S phase of the cell cycle. S means synthetic phase, when chromatin remains in extended form. So children, I told the mechanism of replication of DNA was proposed by Watson and Crick. The method by which replication of DNA occurs, which was proposed by Watson and Crick, is the semi-conservative method of replication. So according to Watson and Crick, two strands of DNA molecules unwind. So you will see, according to the semi-conservative method, there are two strands of DNA are going to unwind. Here you see, this is the DNA molecule, it is going to unwind, means both strands are going to separate each other in a zipper like fashion. It occurs due to breakage of hydrogen bond present between the base pair. So there are the base pair cytosine, guanine, thymine, adenine. So these base pairs are joined by hydrogen bond. So these are the hydrogen bonds. So these hydrogen bonds will break. After breaking this hydrogen bond, both strands of DNA are going to separate. Hydrogen bond present between the base pair between adenine and thymine, cytosine and guanine. Each strand acts as a template for the synthesis of new strand. So when these strands are going to separate, then you will see this strand, separated strand. So their hydrogen bond has broken, and after breaking the hydrogen bonds, this is the one strand and these are other strands. They have separated, and this A, C, T, these are the nitrogenous bases. So these are considered as template for the synthesis of the new strand. The base in the template decide the complementary base. So in the template, what base is the present already, that will decide. Here is A, C, T, T, A. Then in the complementary, there will be T, G. In this you see T, G, A, A. Like this, other template is this one, and its complementary template is this one. So it is the template, and this one is the complementary. So the base in the template decide the complementary base to be present in the new strand. Each nucleotide of separated chains attracts its complementary nucleotide from the cell cytoplasm. As there is adenosine, then it will attract to thymine. Cytosine will attract to guanine. Again thymine will attract to adenine. So each the base in the template decide the complementary base to be present in the new strand. Each nucleotide of a separated chain attracts its complementary nucleotide from the cell cytoplasm. Once the nucleotides are attached by their hydrogen bonds. So this is the template one, and this is the template, and complementary is this one. So when template and complementary has come, then there is the hydrogen bond between the nitrogenous bases. So there is two hydrogen bonds between adenine and thymine, 3 hydrogen bond between cytosine and guanine. So by their hydrogen bonds they are attached, and their sugar radical unite through their phosphate component by phosphodiester bond. Thus new polynucleotide chain is formed. So this is the new polynucleotide chain has formed, this one. Thus each polynucleotide chain stands of the double helix of DNA, serves as a template on which its complementary strand is built. So this method of replication of DNA is called semi-conservative method. Each daughter DNA molecule is a hybrid. So their two daughter DNA molecule are formed. This is the one and this is other. So each DNA molecule is which is formed, that is the hybrid. Why it is the hybrid? Because it contains one parent strand, one old strand that is acting as a template. So this is the old strand and other one is the new strand. So this is new strand. So in this way you will see in both daughter there is one old and other is new. Old strand is the template strand and new strand which is formed, that is the complementary. So this method of DNA replication is called semi-conservative method. Each daughter DNA molecule is a hybrid conserving one parental polynucleotide chain and other newly synthesized one. So this one, which one is the parental and other is new. So this method of replication of DNA is called semi-conservative method of replication of DNA.